In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to go from out of shape to your dream body, lose 20 to 30 plus pounds, build lean muscle, and develop a healthy lifestyle in a sustainable way. So I am the founder and CEO of Ransomed Bodies Training. I actually spent 8 years going to medical school and working in orthopedic surgery before I became a full-time online coach and started Ransomed Bodies. In the last 6 years, I've worked with over 1,000 individuals, from high-level CEOs, business people, to moms, to professional athletes, to help them both burn fat and build muscle. I'm also a pro natural bodybuilder. So not only do I help people get into the best shape of their lives, but I practice what I preach. I'm also a husband. I'm a family man. I'm a dad of 3. This is my daughter, Eliza, who's here on the bottom, my son, Zayden, who I'm holding, and then our other son, Cash. And so family is super important to me, which means that sustainability is also important as well, because I know that fitness can't become a second full-time job. So what you're going to learn today in this video are, number one, my insights on why most diets and programs fail in the first place. I'm also going to teach you the best strategy to finally see sustainable results in your health and fitness goals. And you're going to learn the approach I use on how I've helped over 1,000 individuals become unrecognizable and get into the best shape of their lives. And so the reason you're probably watching this video right now is because you have a history in the gym. Maybe you tried a couple of different programs or diets in the past. You probably work out a couple of times a week right now. You try to eat healthy, you try to make clean decisions, but you're just not seeing the results that you would like to, or you're seeing slow results. You're also probably way too busy to be wasting your time. So what I want to do today is explain to you exactly how to build your dream body in the most efficient way possible. Here are the challenges you're probably facing right now. There's not enough time in the day. You already got so many things you're juggling with family, with work, with a social life, and now you're trying to juggle this fitness thing that's just hard to fit into your lifestyle. You're probably exhausted. You feel like you don't have the energy you need to show up at a full level every single day. You're not sure what the best diet is you should be following. Maybe you're noticing your clothes are starting to get tighter, not in a good way. You also probably struggle with motivation right now, and you just can't stay motivated or disciplined long enough to see results. And there's probably some bad habits in your life and vices that are holding you back from becoming the best version of you. And lastly, it's a lonely journey. So you're probably doing this on your own. There might not be people in your life who support you on your fitness journey. What you want to accomplish is this. Of course, you want to maybe lose a little bit of weight, build a little bit of muscle, but it's deeper than that. This is more than just a number on the scale for you. You want to feel confident and get in a bathing suit. You want to be able to go to the beach and not have to be insecure about other people judging you. You want to not worry about your future health problems. You want to stop losing and gaining the same 20 pounds over and over and over again. And you want to finally win the war on food, and you want to break generational curses in your family and lead by example to your kids, your spouse, and your family members. You also want to fix your relationship with food. You want to master your nutrition. You're tired of doing all these fad diets and restrictive plans and people telling you to eat chicken and vegetables and fruit, and that's it. You're ready to put yourself first, and you're ready to lead by example for those around you, and you're ready to regain your confidence, energy, and get your body back. You're probably also done making excuses, and you want some real sustainable results. This is the painful fitness cycle that you've probably been in for a while now. There's 2 different paths that most people take. Path number 1, both paths start with this. You get super inspired to get back in shape. You're like, I'm ready to go. Maybe it's the beginning of the year. Maybe you have something coming up in the summertime. You get inspired. Then you try a restrictive diet or a high intensity workout plan to lose weight quickly. You lose weight quickly, but after maybe a month or so, the motivation falls off. Then what happens is you hit a plateau. The scale stops moving. You're like, what's going on? Why is this not working anymore? And now you're starting to get sick and tired of eating chicken and salad and the same meals over and over and over again. You really want some real good food. Let's be honest. Then you start to miss workouts. And then all of your efforts you're putting in are not paying off the way that you expected them to. And then what happens is you get to this point on the end where you start to blame your genetics. Maybe you're like, I don't have good genetics. Start to blame your age. Like, I'm too old. I'm in my 40s. I'm in my 50s. How am I going to get a good body? Maybe you have multiple kids, so you start to blame your kids. I can't do this. I'm a busy mom. I can't do this. I'm a busy dad. Or maybe it's your super busy, high demanding job. And then you start the cycle over again. Path number 2 is you find a cookie cutter generic online program to use or a new diet, and it's not actually tailored to you. And so you do see some changes within the first month or so, but then your body adjusts and adapts. Then you hit that plateau. The scale stops changing. You stop seeing changes in your body. And again, you get sick and tired of eating chicken, salad, broccoli, fruit over and over and over again. You want some real good food. You start missing workouts. You start slipping on your diet. Then you make the same excuses and you continue in this cycle over and over and over again, year after year after year. So if you want to break free of this cycle, this is what you need to do. First and foremost, you need to take ownership, because the reason why you're in the position you're in right now is the way you've been doing things up until this point isn't working. Okay. Once you take ownership, you're going to be able to make those changes. The next thing you do is right here. You stop looking for quick fixes and you focus on sustainability and long-term health. Because even if you lose weight in a restrictive way, it's not healthy. This is what a lot of people don't understand. We're talking about health up here and health down here. Next, you start by mastering your relationship with food with flexible dieting. Then you understand your TDE. You understand how your body actually burns fat, because once you understand how fat loss works, everything changes. Now, when you lose weight steadily and you build muscle, it becomes easy. And because you have the accountability when things in life get hard, because they will, you don't quit, you don't give up. And even when you lose motivation, you keep going because you have the support system in place. Then your family, your friends, your kids see changes in your body and they're like, what's different about you? And now, because you've done things sustainably, you're living a healthy lifestyle and it becomes a part of who you are. And that is the ultimate goal. That this isn't some short-term quick fix thing, but it actually becomes a part of who you are. Then you're a happy person. No more Band-Aids. I want you to commit right now that you're not going to look for short-term quick fix changes. That you're going to do something that's sustainable for once in your life. Because if you truly want to be in this for the long haul, it has to be sustainable. So what I'm about to show you is not about a Band-Aid. It's not about a short-term quick fix thing. This is about longevity and sustainability. These are the 4 M's of body transformation that I've developed that I believe are your sustainable answer. Mindset, number 1, macros, muscle, and movement. So I'm going to show you how to get the body of your dreams while eating foods like this, my protein Oreo cheesecake. I'm going to show you how to get the body of your dreams while eating foods like this, my protein lemon loaf. I'm going to show you how to get the body of your dreams while eating foods like this, my Southwest beefy burritos. Also, while eating foods like this, which is what I call Trizzleman's hot chicken. So the first step to eating the food you love, having the body you love, having the confidence to show up as the best version of yourself is this. What goes on in here? Here's my question for you. Do you actually believe you can do this? Or are you in a place where you're like making all these excuses? You have all these limiting beliefs. You don't even think this is possible for yourself. Because the question is this: how do you respond in the midst of adversity? You're going to hit adversity. Do you have accountability? Do you have someone that's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear? Because let's be honest, we all have a lot of people in our life that will just tickle our ears. They're just going to tell us what we want to hear. We don't have people in our lives who will tell us the truth. And you need that. You need some type of accountability system. A lot of times your friends, maybe your spouse, maybe your family members are not going to do that for you. So you need actual accountability. We all have a story. We all have a limiting belief. What's yours? Maybe you think you have a sweet tooth, so you can't get results. Maybe you think you're lazy, so you can't get results. Maybe you struggle with alcohol. You're bad at cooking. You don't have time to track your food. You got a slow metabolism. All of those are lies. Identify your story and rewrite it. You need to become the individual that you want to see in the mirror. So once we master our mindset first, we move into the 3 other M's: macros, muscle, and movement. You master your macros, you master your muscle, and you master your movement. By mastering macros, we get rid of all restrictive diets. We don't cut carbs. We don't eat in a specific 4-hour window. We eat a 90% nutrient-dense diet. We master food tracking, and we figure out what are our 5 to 10 macro-friendly meals that we absolutely love. Talking about the meals I just showed you, the protein lemon loaves, the Oreo cheesecakes, the burgers, like all of that stuff. You figure out how to make that fit into your diet so you get results. That's number 1. Number 2 is muscle. You might be thinking, Trent, I don't need to build muscle. I need to lose weight. Here's why building muscle is so important. When you build muscle to lose fat. The more muscle mass you build, the more fat you're going to lose. So when we go into the gym, our focus is building muscle, not losing fat. So we don't need to do CrossFit. We don't need to do HIIT classes. We need to build some solid, lean up muscle. That's how it's going to get us toned. That's what's going to get us ripped. Next is the movement. You focus by increasing your daily activities, build the energy like a racehorse, and you torch stubborn fat with the right movement protocol. I'm about to show you exactly how fat loss works, and this is what most people don't want you to know. So this is called your TDE, total daily energy expenditures. This is exactly how your body burns calories in a 24-hour time frame. And I'm going to show you where people make the biggest mistake and why most diets fail in the long term. Understanding the TDE is what helped a mom like Amy Hoppe, who's a busy mom of 2, tone up and lose 30 pounds without restrictive dieting in 16 weeks. Understanding this is exactly what helped Pat go from having a beer belly and trying multiple diets in the past, blaming his genetics, blaming his metabolism, to losing 41 pounds in 6 months. You've been lied to. It's not your age, it's not your metabolism, and it's not your genetics. If you don't have the body you want, it's because you're doing one of these 4 things wrong, or they're not optimized. It's that simple. What you were told to focus on was the top portion of the TDE chart. It's called EAT, exercise activity thermogenesis, working out. The calories you burn while you work out. Look at the number here. This only accounts for 5 to 15% of your total calories burned per day. So imagine if all you did was focus on the 5 to 15%, but you forgot about the other 95%. That's why you're not seeing results. And once I start implementing this with my clients, their fat just comes straight off because they're putting all of their attention here. And that's what you were told to do. You were told to do more HIIT. You were told to do more cardio. You were told to work out more. You're told you need to be in the gym every single day. It's not true. You need to do all these other factors. What you need to focus on is your TEF, your NEAT, and your RMR. Now you're like, Trent, what is that? What are you even talking about? This is what I mean. RMR, resting metabolic rate, your metabolism, AKA. So here's where a lot of people make the mistake. They think that their metabolism shifts as they get older. But here's the truth. And what studies have shown, that your metabolism doesn't significantly change between the ages of 20 to 60. Which is a good sign. The thing that changes most with your metabolism is your lifestyle. So when we change your lifestyle, we're able to properly fix your RMR, which accounts for more than half of how your body burns fat. So if you're not even doing things that fix your RMR, your resting metabolic rate, you're literally missing out on potentially 50% of your body's fat burning potential. That's an incredible amount. We do this by changing your body composition, the amount of muscle mass you have to body fat. Hence why I said we build muscle to lose fat. Mastering your diet, managing your stress, your hormones. I know you're stressed out. That impacts this big time. Your hormones impacts this big time. Your TEF, your thermic effect of food, which I'll go over in a second. All of these things impact your metabolism. Cody here was in his 40s. He made all of the excuses in the book. Once we implemented this, he was able to just melt off 55 pounds and build lean muscle with this strategy. So once we master your metabolism, that's first step. Second step is mastering your NEAT, your non-exercise activity. This just means the activity you do that's not in the gym. So I'm literally talking walking, sleeping, eating, fidgeting, doing the dishes, these type of things. So we do this by changing up your daily lifestyle, your daily cadences. Daily walks, lunch breaks, lifestyle habits. Like, what are we doing when you're not in the gym? The other 23 hours of your day to optimize for fat loss. TEF, 10 to 15%. This is what's crazy. Your TEF, which means your body's ability to digest food, accounts for more calories burned than the time you spend in the gym. You probably didn't know that. And that's why you're not in the shape you need to be. That's why you don't have your dream body. Here's the thing. This is why we need to eat more protein. Protein requires the most energy to digest. 20 to 30% of the protein you eat is digested into energy. 5 to 10% of carbs, 0 to 3% of fats. So if you eat the same amount of protein as you do fat, you're actually going to lose more weight by eating protein than by eating fats because it takes more energy for your body to digest it. The type of foods you eat matter. They really do. So if you're not eating the right type of foods and the right amount of foods, you're going to be missing out on 10 to 15% potentially of fat loss. So what do you need to do to get started? If you're done wasting time, you're like, I have too many things on my calendar to be stressed out about if I'm getting results or not. and you're ready to actually get the best return on your investment for your time, this is what you need to do. Stop doing random Instagram workouts, please. Stop following fad diets, please. Stop wasting thousands of dollars on supplements, please. If they're not impacting this stuff, then they're going to have a minimal effect on your body's overall ability to lose fat. Stop hopping from program to program to program, from diet to diet to diet, because they're not going to sustain you. Corey was that guy too. He was focused on all the wrong things. He was literally working out 6 days a week and not seeing any results. We used a strategy and he got ripped in 90 days. Laurel, same thing. She tried all the HIIT classes she could find in Washington, D.C. That's where she lives. After trying keto, intermittent fasting, and all these HIIT classes, once we implemented this strategy, she lost 40 pounds with this method in 16 weeks. This works. So here's exactly what you need to do to get your dream body in 90 days. Number one is you need to develop a flexible dieting system that consists of 90% nutrient-dense foods and 10% fun foods that you like. So you don't feel like you're following some strict diet that you could do for the rest of your life. Next, you need to master your protein intake, 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. Next, you need to learn how to stay on track on the road. Like, what do you do when you have a date night? What do you do when you have a work trip? You're on vacation. How are you going to stay on track there? You need to have a workout plan to build muscle in less than 4 hours per week. You need to maximize your NEAT, your non-exercise activity. You need to get accountability so you can actually stay consistent and disciplined when you feel like quitting or you feel like giving up. And lastly, this one's so important, is you need to track your data. Track your food, track your weight, take your pictures, track your weights lifted, etc. Now beware. I'm not claiming to know it all or have the magic pill for you. This is going to require work. And if you're not willing to put in the work, then I suggest turning this video off. But what I found after working with over 1,000 people over the last 6 years is that getting toned or getting lean or getting ripped or whatever you want to call it doesn't have to be hard. Here's the thing. If you can't follow a plan for 5 years, don't even spend 5 minutes thinking about it. I have bad news and good news for you. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It really is. Everyone's body is different. So a cookie cutter approach will not work for you. You have specific needs that require a custom system. But the good news is I do have a system that is built for you and your custom needs. So at this point, you have one of two choices. Path number one, you can figure all this out on your own. That's going to lead to higher risk because you're going to lose time having to do a lot of trial and error, especially if you're really busy and you have a lot of other things you're juggling in life right now. The other risk is you're going to have to guess. You're going to have to try to figure out what's going to work for you and your specific body. You're not going to have the structure. You're not going to have the accountability when you feel like falling off track. Or path number two is we can do this together. This path is low risk. It's going to save you time because I've done the grunt work for you on the back end. You're not going to have to guess about what foods to eat, what workouts to do, none of that stuff. You're going to have the structure. You'll have the roadmap, and you're going to have the accountability, which is really what you need to stay on track. Because the thing that's going to lead to your results is consistency. And if you want to be more disciplined, you need accountability. You need support. You need someone that's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And that's the honest truth. So here are the results you can expect if you take path number two. You can lose 40 pounds like Laurel with flexible dieting. You could lose 41 pounds like Pat, who thought he had a slow metabolism. You could lose 60 pounds like Charles, who did this at the age of 52 in his 50s. You can lose over 40 pounds like Nathan as a dad of 3. You can lose over 30 pounds like Amy did as a mom of 2, almost 40 years old. Or maybe even like Corey, who built muscle and lost body fat and got ripped. Or even like my man Paul here, who did this in his late 50s and now is able to take a shirt off on the beach and be confident. You probably have some limiting beliefs though. Maybe you feel like you don't have time. The truth is you only need 3 to 5 hours per week to do this. Maybe you feel like you don't have access to a gym. You can do this at home with a set of dumbbells or even with your body weight. Maybe you feel like you travel too much for work, or you like to go on date nights or eat out. You could still do this while enjoying your life. That is the key. You can still eat good foods like I do. You can still be a foodie and have the body of your dreams. From here, you have one of two choices. You can stop guessing and get the support and accountability you need, or you can continue to spin your wheels in circles. So how do you get started? Here's how it works. Here's how implementing the 4 M's to body transformation, mindset, muscle, movement, and macros works. This is how we do it. customized nutrition and flexible dieting, bulletproof training program, ultimate accountability, and then guesswork elimination methods. So you don't have to think about what to eat or what to do with your workouts. Number one is my Ransomed Bodies flexible dieting system. This is where you're going to get a custom meal plan around the food you like and enjoy, like the foods I showed you earlier: Oreo cheesecake, pizza, burritos, tacos, burgers. You're going to be eating the food you love and still getting results. You're going to learn how to eat out at restaurants, at fast food places. You're going to even learn how to stay on track when you're on vacation and you're on the road and traveling for work. You're going to get access to my Ransomed Bodies cookbook with dozens of macro-friendly recipes that you can take with you for the rest of your life that are going to help you get to your fitness goals and taste incredible. The second thing is you're going to get a customized training program to burn fat and build muscle. No cookie cutter stuff anymore. This is a one-of-a-kind training program for you and your goals. That's around the gym, home, or body weight, whatever you have access to. It's designed for you, whether you can work out 3 days a week, 4 days a week, or 5 days a week. You also get a customized cardio routine that's going to help you burn as much fat as possible. Third is the accountability and support to stay motivated and disciplined. So you're going to get the 24/7 access and support from me. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to challenge you in a way you've never been challenged before. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. It's going to require work, and it's going to require discipline and sacrifices. And so if you're ready to become the 2.0 version of yourself, this is going to be for you. You're also going to get check-ins. You're going to have weekly Zoom calls where we get to hop on a Zoom call as a group and really just dive into things. You're going to get access to the Ransomed Bodies family and community. So this way you stay disciplined and consistent every step of the journey. Number 4 is the zero guesswork calendar. Literally, you're going to get a calendar that looks like this. And I'm going to tell you everything you need to do every single day that you just check off a box to get to your dream body and get to the best version of yourself possible. Personal athlete wearable technology. So it integrates with your Apple Watch, your Fitbit, all those different types of things. And you get this calendar. Here are the bonuses. You get unlimited program adjustments, access to the Ransomed Bodies cookbook with literally meals that you're absolutely going to love, like my Southwest beefy protein burrito, access to the Ransomed Bodies crash course. Because my goal is this. My goal is that you learn all of the tools necessary to do this on your own. You learn how to build your own meal plan, build your own workout routine, do all these things on your own. So even after we're done working together, you have the tools necessary to progress even on your own. So my hope is that I become the last trainer that you ever need. It's not that hard. You just need the system and support. I literally was this person. I was this person who thought I had bad genetics, who thought I had a slow metabolism, who thought I couldn't lose fat. I was a person who took all the supplements in the world and I could not get rid of my belly fat until I implemented exactly what I just showed you. And I've done this for over 1,000 individuals. So I hope this helped. And if you would like to learn more about what it would look like to work closely one-on-one with me to create your dream body and become the 2.0 version of yourself, and you're done wasting your time, if we have not chatted yet, what I want you to do is I just want you to DM me the word coaching on your social media platform of choice where you've consumed my content the most. Or if we have chatted already, I'm excited to chat more with you and give you some more info. I'm looking forward to talking with you soon. Take care.